So it all comes down to game 45 on the third and final day of the Cathay Pacific HSBC World 7 Series Hong Kong Sevens. It's New Zealand against Fiji yet again. Look how close they are in head-to-head struggles over the years. 44 to 40, New Zealand just hit Fiji. What matchups they've had here in the World Series in this city. They've met 4 times, 2 wins to Fiji, 2 to New Zealand. And the atmosphere inside the stadium here is just amazing. And here's the ball carrier for the 2016 final, and he's doing a great job. Soi Ki Chun from HSBC plonks it beautifully on the halfway dot, and it's all captured on videotape. This is the day, the time we live in. Well done, Soi Ki Chun. And there is the great man himself, Waisali Serevi, giving him a special cheer for doing a wonderful job scoring that on the halfway line. Great to see Serevi here. He gave us so much pleasure in matches, especially for Fiji against New Zealand. So he's here to see another one. They met here so many times before the World Series started, and they meet again tonight. But what a backdrop it is that they come out to play each other in the grand final. There is the New Zealand captain, DJ Forbes. This tournament he equals Ualimai of Samoa's record of 79 tournaments. The two teams come, the Fijians race to the halfway spot to kind of claim it as their own and make their first mark on the game. But we're getting set in an atmosphere that's electric for what will be surely a great occasion and hopefully a great final. But first, the national anthems.
Make her praises,
The two verses of God Defend New Zealand. And now God Bless Fiji.
Nations on the Isles of Fiji, as we stand united under noble banner blue, and we honor and defend the cause of freedom ever. March together, God bless Fiji. For Fiji, ever Fiji, let the voices ring with pride. For Fiji, ever Fiji, her name hail far and wide, our land of freedom, hope and glory, to endure whatever before. May God bless Fiji forevermore.
Beautiful version, emotion from PO2Y as they stand united under noble banner blue. One of the lines from the Fiji anthem, and there is the team, the New Zealand, no question about the Titch tactics. Forbes, Messam and Williams, his three toughest forwards. Then it'll be Gillies Kaka at the halfback, and the outside will be Ware, Aki and Baker in the backs. And the Ben Ryan reasoning for this one, without Rawatha, he's number 11, he's injured, is to bring in the Iceman, Ice Katanambau. And there is our referee for this one, Matt O'Brien. He's representing World Rugby these days, resident in Buenos Aires. The referees are going to be announced for the Olympic Games in 24 hours.
Fiji!
Perhaps it's an indication of Matt's hopes. He's resident in Buenos Aires. We are all residents in Hong Kong, as you are at home, for what we hope will be an epic final. Away goes the kick-off from Gillies Kaka. New Zealand in the black, Fiji in the black and white. And they meet again. I'm Keith Quinn, and with me is Carl Tanana, who played in 2 finals here against Fiji in the World Series, and it might have been 3, counting another one before the World Series started. And there is the man they call Ice Katanambau. And this is a running team, feels slightly soft after heavy rain 5 or 6 hours ago. But we can expect a lot of crazy paving in this one. Gillies Kaka trying to get it over the top. Katanambau and Kolinisau in there. And the first stoppage favours New Zealand. Here's Carl.
Yeah, Keith, thank you. Good evening, everyone watching at home. The assignment for New Zealand will be to contain the offloads of the Fiji and cut off the support lines as they just did with Kurt Baker. Fiji will all want to create 1v1 matchups and play space, not get the close contact.
7 young men from 2 teams on the field going to the sporting, wishing well with this one, and even talking to each other still in the front rows. Sonny Bill Williams in the conversation there with Apaso Dumalele. Gillies Kaka away to Kurt Baker, out into the midfield, where it's been a big decision made by Coach Tetchens to bring in Peter Aki for his hard driving play, and that's a good example of it. And here is Kaka from Baker out wide to Sonny Bill. Hard into the opposition's Katanambau. What a collision that was.
What a great start and attack by New Zealand though, Keith. The spread at one side of the field, Peter Aki being very strong, and Dumalele before he packs into the scrum against.
Look at this guy, all fired up, going in against Sonny Bill Williams.
Guys, you got to start in the line out. Come in.
So here they come into the line out to match up for the throw. New Zealand's, well, that's comfortably won by Domalele. Goal line right there. And in typical Fijian 7 style, they pass it from the red zone, and they don't care how they do it. Away he goes. Kulinisau, we've seen him so often do this. He bursts 50 metres out, but then kicks a crazy ball across to Liam Messon. The double Commonwealth Games gold medalist for New Zealand, back in 7s, trying to get his way into the Olympic Games. Sonny Bill Williams, tough men in the forwards, Messon, Williams and DJ Forbes, another pass from Messon. This is Regan Ware, the youngest man in the New Zealand team, absolutely buried then by Patimo Rarubu, taken by Gillies Kaka. Were they back 10 metres? DJ Forbes flings it to his left. Kurt Baker, 3 tries in the quarter-final. He scored against Wales. That's 6 times we saw his thumbs up. They'll be hoping for thumbs up at the end of this final. So there is Sonny Bill again, taking it into contact. Ware to Forbes. And here is Aki. Oh, a beautiful sidestep by Peter Aki. This is classic stuff from New Zealand, and he's lifted the lid.
Well, Peter Aki is so abrasive, can play in the forwards, but also in the centre position, a World Cup winner for New Zealand and Russia. DJ Forbes realises where the space was, goes on the outside of Kulinisau. The great footwork by Peter Aki is there for one reason, that's to snap people in half, but on this occasion, he gets it done on attack.
The man up against him, Jerry Tuai, is a brilliant player, but look at the breadth, the width, whatever you call it, of these side steps from Peter.
Yeah, very hard to defend, especially when the defence is going backwards. He used his gas to get on the outside of Kulinisau, and then he uses a step and he comes for a break to the sideline. He's done the start, or he's got the start New Zealand needed.
Kaka adds the conversion. That's 7-0 to New Zealand. I haven't yet mentioned it's a 10 minutes each way final, as it is all over the HSBC Sevens series matches. And there's Kulinisau. What a brilliant break that was. It was all going to be a try for Fiji at the other end. He made that kick across field. Here's Katonimbao. Again, trying to find wingspan. Domalele.
Advantage.
But turnover time. Messon fast hands. Kaka. Sunnyville gets one of his trademark offloads. Mulia is into the game off the bench. New Zealand only have 3 on their reserve bench. Fiji, thanks to better injury record, have 5. Here is Rabubu.
Stop.
A relieving penalty for Fiji, no doubt about that, Keith. This final has flown by. 6 minutes nearly up on the clock already, gone 10-minute halves, as you say, but Fiji needs something right now.
Jerry Tuai. Tough times back home for these Fiji players with the cyclone. Oh, there's Tuai giving his own version of sidestep. And what does the referee say about the fact that he's fallen to the deck? In comes Domalele on Regan Ware. Goal line right there. Kaka over the top. Referee has awarded a penalty for Fiji. Which way will they go? Apparently back at halfway. The tackle was okay. And here is a charge for the line.
Knock on there.
Referee has made a call there on Kulinisau, and before that,
I think Domalele actually went to deck on the chasing play, and I don't think he's allowed to do that, but Fiji take it quickly. Got to take your chances in the final.
And take the chances. Jerry Tuai has done.
In the big play. Everything's okay, I'm telling you.
Well, he's the one that made the initial break when they needed it. They were deep within their own quarter. He used his step to great effect. He kicked the ball over the top. I actually think some of the New Zealand players were conversing with the referee. They were caught off guard, so that's good recognition by that man on screen. So
Jerry Tuai has scored it. He's a 25-year-old from the Maris club. His ambitions are to become a minister of religion. The conversion is over. It's a 7-all, 2.5 minutes to go till the half-time break. It's anyone's game at this stage, Carl.
Oh, most definitely, Keith. And there's the kick-off. This is where Fiji is so dangerous.
Option scrum line
to
up,
the sideline, Domalala and Forbes resting to see which way the call has gone.
Leave him alone.
And the call has gone against Fiji. Domalala thought it was a Fiji throw-in.
And New Zealand will just take another set piece here. Fiji playing into their hands. They're all disciplined. New Zealand will slow it down.
New Zealand coach Gordon Titchens. That expression, by the way, never changes much, not even at any stage of a big one-sided victory, let alone here tonight in this kind of knife-edge atmosphere. Kaka throws beautifully. Lewis Ormond is into the game. There are more substitutions allowed these days. Here is Regan Ware. Very good run by him. Colin South, the tackler, fast hands through to the midfield now, where Sonny Bill will try them on. And he's got one of his dispatches away. Ormond ridden down by Very Malua. There's the 22-metre strike. New Zealand coming on attack. Baker. He's caught by Very Malua. Away they go this time. Rabubu. Domalala. Katonimbao. Look at Regan Ware hanging on for dear life. Kicked away by Forbes. The old workhorse. Plenty of work still left in his tank.
Well, I can't understand some of these decisions here at the moment. There was a Fijian player offside. They're all over the ruck. I know the frustration's written all over DJ Thor's face. You can see there the indestructible man, 79th tournament. He'll break that next week in Singapore.
Coming into the half-time break.
Crouch. Fine. Okay, no, both sides, just listen.
Katonimbao, Domalala, Very Malua.
Okay.
On the far side, ice. Katonimbao did service in Egypt in the peacekeeping.
Sit.
Okay, here comes Colin Sao. It's always dangerous when he's got the ball and running. Oh, there's another one. Slipped away, kicked heavily.
Knock on.
And lost forward. Mistakes, perhaps, due to the tiredness, the slipperiness. Exciting stuff, though. Half-time is reached. 7-all here in the Hong Kong Sevens of 2016.
We are in control of this game. The only thing that we're letting them in is our mistakes. If we lose the ball, we give them something else. If we make our decision at breakdown, point out to the referee, if he's sealing off, we can't compete. So say, hey, what's going on? And then we go butte out. Okay? So we can't go for it. Okay? Otherwise, we just keep our shape, we go forward, you do and undo us. It's our kickoff now, so just make sure we hit to the right areas and make sure we will be okay. We go to the line, we play us in place. A good big two, a weak big. The wicket, a really good big two, bang, go. Be strong. Okay, get on as one. Set,
Both of these great coaches will be following the beliefs of the great American coach John Wooden. Used to say, if you get a little bit better each day, over a period of time, you will become a lot better. In essence, that's what Gordon Titchens and Ben Ryan were saying there. Both teams feeling confident, both coaches confident.
Well, against Fiji, you have to try and make them tackle you, so be confrontive. But what Gordon Titchens was speaking to his team about, sometimes it's on to shift the ball. There are holes, you are creating gaps, so sometimes you've got to get out of that mindset and change it and get into the holes. For Fiji, I agree with Ben Ryan, their mistakes are still keeping them close.
The All Blacks, the New Zealand team, will be saying, if the Fijian teams are making mistakes, don't interrupt them.
New Zealand.
It's quite a hard ground to play on in these conditions. It's pressurised, edgy game, a bit slippery.
My saying was, Keith, a lot of people can train under the lights, not everyone can perform under the lights, and this is the biggest lights in sevens rugby.
Away we go in the second half. It's the Cathay Pacific Hong Kong Sevens final for 2016. We're greatly hosted here again. Privileged to be here. The final, far from being decided. Look at Tuai dancing like a middleweight boxer on the halfway line. And there's another example of some tremendous play by Colin Shao. This time it's Domalala again. Here comes Katonimbao. Still only on the halfway line. Probing though. In goes Ware. Throws him down. But has he made the space? Here's where they come. It's with Verimalua. Colin Shao. Good play. Kunatani. Semi Kunatani. Regan Ware. Referee's whistle brings them back.
Yeah, I think a little knock on here by Morlair, I think it was. I actually thought he let it go, but desperation from New Zealand in defence. Great attack by Fiji, starting to get the offloads here. Semi Kunatani throwing out the back door. Just there, I think, Keith.
Time off.
Subs happening. Here's Ware, this young man, his first season with the New Zealand Sevens team. Number 10, you'll see in the New Zealand team going into the back line is out of Hamilton Boys High, as this man is, Isaac Titamaki. And this is for the season for all countries. 3 Fijians top the list: Verimalua, Tuai and Rawatha.
There's one in 5th place too, Keith. He's just playing in another jersey for Scotland. Going after Val.
That's right.
Fine.
Generous players, the Fijians, generous in spirit. Let's see how this one unfolds. Talinga is on the field. One of the most brilliant players in the last few weeks for Fiji. And there's a kick that's gone too far from Kunatani.
Geez, it was the right idea though, Keith. There was a lot of space in behind and very little defence for New Zealand. Just overcooks it a little bit. But New Zealand is used to Semi Kunatani hitting it up because he's so good at taking those physical exchanges and getting the offload. Great variation by the beast.
Make sure you stay behind him. Making sure we've got 7.
Just counting to see that Fiji haven't got an extra man on the field. There was one just crossing the touchline being subbed off. Kaka kicks. That's deflected off the hands to Tuai. Lewis Ormond is number 1. Well, there's a few mistakes coming in. We've got to challenge and compete in a final every instant, every moment of the match, especially one as tight as this. And there goes Kunatani, halfway line, sewing them up. Tatamaki makes a good tackle. This time it's gone to Verimalua. Tio Tuai is on the field. Verimalua again. Tight marking by New Zealand. Tuai wide this time to Raruvu. This is dangerous. Talinga. Chikiori Talinga breaks the game open.
in the end, just the weight of possession from the Fijians taking its toll. See the ball play there, nice under the arm pass from Pio Tua, and from there they spread it wide. New Zealand were all condensed on their far side of the field. Orman can't get across, and he puts it down with authority, does Talinga.
Conversion goes through. Fiji 14, New Zealand 10. Here it is again.
Just a little dummy there, throws off the final defender for New Zealand. He's too quick, he gets on the outside. We know how fast this guy is.
Looks for the corrections service. So maybe he's chasing people around the countryside for his fitness. Look at that team tries. They're well ahead for the whole season, aren't they? New Zealand back 52 tries behind them. So here's where, but it's lost forward by New Zealand. Accidental offside. Referee is Matt O'Brien, formerly from Australia, and now he's Senor O'Brien from Argentina. Oh, I'm sorry, from Brazil. Rio.
Jeez, I'd like to see that again if we could. There was a high kick-off, but there's only one man competing in the air for Fiji. Passes completed, they're dominating at the moment because they love to offload the ball.
Line. Set.
Aki's gone from the backs into the forwards, just as you called it, Carl. And here they come again. There's Talinga scored the try. Oh, the Fijians are starting to look good here, aren't they? Some of the passing isn't quite as smooth as you might see in a textbook. Oh, maybe some of the catching isn't as well. And that one's gone forward. Advantage for Fiji. Let's see if they can collect themselves. It's a difficult ball. Slippery as a herring on a wet plate.
It was torrential rain early on today, wasn't it? But this field hasn't cut up at all, Keith. There was puddles on it earlier on this afternoon, but now strained away and given a good track for these two teams, but still there is a lot of dew on the ground and making it very tough for these passes.
And what's your call, Carl? Still spin it to win it, as is the kind of sevens tradition.
Sonny Bill's going to come back on here, so I think New Zealand, they have to be stable at the set piece first. I think you give it to Isaac Tatamaki and let him have a go. He's the fastest player in the New Zealand team.
Come on.
Get him on a one-on-one matchup, and this is the best opportunity to do it at scrum time.
Yeah, the Fiji guys are much bigger, and so for them to turn on the surface a wee bit treacherous, might be a bit like asking the Queen Mary to turn. It takes a little bit slower than other big craft. And this is a sad sight. Lewis Ormond, who plays, in my mind, way above his weight, but he's a terrific addition to the New Zealand 17. He's gone to the sideline. And here it is with Kurt Baker. Now here's Tatamaki. Are they going to give him a chance to go? He's going to have a crack. But again, it's that slippery leather.
Good defence, though, from Talinga, the try scorer. He got done on the outside. He had good make-up speed and knocks the ball out of Isaac Tatamaki's hand just as he was starting to get the legs pumping and go halfway through that hole. Kurt Baker saying, "Don't worry, mate. That's what we wanted."
Just a buzz around the ground now. People absorbed in these recent moments. Tutahaki back in the battle of the front end loaders. Halfway line. Pulinisau has been here in various guises with the different coloured hair shapes, colours, and has been a brilliant player, and that time he lost it forward.
It's amazing what a bit of pressure does to good players, isn't it, Keith, in finals? Usually the Fijians will hold that any day of the week, but on this occasion New Zealand's constant pressure in the face of Fiji starting to take its toll, and now they set it up. They have the ball on the attack. They chuck SBW at centre.
Yes, there is Sonny Bill Williams out in the centres, so he's had a role in the forwards, and now out in the centre as Aki has, but there's a bit of bustle, and now here is Tatamaki. He's given it to Sonny Bill. He matches up and flicks it out the side door to Ware and Colin. He certainly gives it heaps, doesn't he, Regan Ware? It's went backwards from Colin. Baker has been well marked. Forbes, Kaka. Oh yes, nice. Peter Aki. They get him into space. We've seen already in this game what his sidestepping can do. Turner. Up to halfway comes Rabubu. Oh, now it's with Nasila and Kunatani is in under the posts. That one really hurts. Semi Kunatani.
Well, it started all the way back at the breakdown for Fiji. Pio Tuai, the big man, going right through the middle of New Zealand's ruck, taking out the halfback as well. Here it is here. Did he release the player? Tackle play takes out the cleaner and the halfback. Then they spread it to the short side, and Semi Kunatani didn't take long to find his seventh leg. Did the beast, and well, he is a home run hitter, and he's hit this one out of the park in this final.
And the kick is converted, 21-7. It's a good lead now with only a minute and 20 to play. Will there be any bounce back from New Zealand?
Come on. Time off. I'll blow time on when you kick the ball. Go. Time on.
A minute to play in the final. It's caught by Williams for New Zealand. Aki. Sonny Bill having a go on his own. Well, not quite. Oh, look, that was a brilliant offload, but Forbes didn't see it coming. The referee's called a scrum.
2 knock-ons.
It's been a tough final, Carl, but it's going to go the correct way in terms of the result.
It's been physical, Keith, no doubt about that. These two teams haven't taken a backward step whatsoever. Only 27 seconds left. Maybe the clock is going to be against New Zealand, who have been gallant. Remember, they had to go to extra time in their semi-final to get over South Africa, so maybe fatigue just playing its part as well.
They had 2 periods of extra time in that semi-final. It was really tough going. And these guys are really leg weary. Not saying it's just the New Zealanders, the Fijians as well.
Not pushing straight.
Taken by Kaka. Oh, he gets hit very hard by Rabubu. Played a good role in this one as Rabubu. And referees awarded a penalty as the siren goes for the end of the game. There is Waisali Serebi watching. He was the winner of the Leslie Williams Trophy for the best player here, playing in the best spirit of sevens 5 times. My co-commentator Carl won it twice, and we'll see who wins it from the awards this year from all the countries taking part. But meantime, the major trophy here is going to go to Fiji, and that's thoroughly deserved. And the man who seals it is the captain, Osia Kolinisau, number 7. He kicks the ball away into the stand for someone to take home to Suba as a souvenir. And Ben Ryan and Gordon Titchens embrace and agree, perhaps, in their own hearts that the best team won. Tremendous final, tough final. Disappointment for Forbes and the New Zealand team. They gave it plenty, but a merited victory for Fiji here tonight.
Well, Nisa Vinaka, congratulations to Fiji. What an outstanding final. Again, writing another chapter between New Zealand and Fiji on the greatest tournament on earth, Hong Kong.
And have a look at this young man. He's, we'll call him a young man, of course. Ben Ryan, his second win here in Hong Kong. He won here last with the team. And Kolinisau, Theo Tuwai, Katunimbau there. What a big happy embraces, and one off the field as well. Why Sally Sarevi, the great man. And there's the man who sealed it with the try, Semi Kunatane. Team with deep beliefs. Well, when you think of all the troubles they've had at home recently with the cyclone blowing through and destroying 43% of all homes in Fiji, this is another fillip for the nation. And there's Gordon Titchens, first of the post-mortems beginning on this one, but you see to the right the captain, Tim Mickelson, injured, and the man facing us just ahead of with his ID card on is Sam Dixon, also severely injured, unable to be in the 12 for today's play.
They haven't been in vintage form over the course of this 3 days. Fiji struggled on day one, but they got the job done, and they've grown into this tournament. They know it's all about trophy day, the third day. Tawata will be disappointed he wasn't able to take his place on the field, but let's go downstairs for an interview.
Well, I'm with Fiji's captain, Osea Kolinisau, an exhausted Osea Kolinisau. Oscar, what does it mean to retain this wonderful Hong Kong title?
It means a lot, especially to the players, to defend it, and also to the people back home. But what kept us going was our faith in the Lord, and we told each other that last minute that God is still in control. We played our last minute against Canada, and in the quarterfinal against Kenya, we came up again, and we told each other that we needed to work hard, and the rest will work the following us for us.
Well done, go and get the cup. Thank you very much.
There's New Zealand getting their runners-up trophies.
And I'm with former Wallaby captain George Gregan, who is presenting Semi Kunatani with the HSBC Player of the Final trophy. And I'm going to grab a quick word with Semi. Semi, to be singled out as the best player in a match like that, another chapter between these two wonderful teams, what does that mean to you?
First of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty for the strength and for giving me a heart of confidence, being able to compete in this high level of competition.
Thank you, Semi. Go and get the cups.
So here they come for their moment of glory. Theo Tuai, I think it is, leading them up in Katunimbau, and number 3, the third man up, is Sabanatha Rawata, their brilliant outside running back, who was unable to play in the final. There he is, and Sarevi is delighted to acknowledge at last his fellow countrymen who've done so well here. Peter Schatz from the Hong Kong Rugby Union right in the centre. Former chairman Trevor Gregory away to the right. Bernard Lapasset just in top right there, the chairman of World Rugby, and Brett Gosper with him as well, the CEO of World Rugby. And we always have that wonderful moment when the trophies, the tankards are handed over and the trophy goes skywards and the fireworks explode. And I think they want Ben Ryan to go up as well. They're settling down into the field to see if Ben will go, and he is going to go up. They've signalled for Ben to go forward. He is such a modest man, the Englishman, and it took him some wild gesturing for him to go up. And it looks like, yes, he is going to go and receive a trophy as well. There he is with Peter Schatz, and he's going to be right in the centre, and how appropriate is that? The coach gets the trophy along with the captain, Osir Kolenisau, and it's Fiji's moment. Hong Kong Sevens, 2016. The glitz and glamour of glorious celebration for Fiji with their win over New Zealand here in 2016 at the Cathay Pacific HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. Look how the table stands now after 7 events of 10. Fiji have gone into a 5-point lead over New Zealand. South Africa tucked in 3rd place. Then the Aussies, United States at 5th, Argentina 6th, England 7th, Kenya 8th, Samoa 9 and Scotland in 10th place. The new initiative this year is Player Tracker, and it's the best performer in tackles, breaks, offloads and carries, and Semi Kunatani, who scored the try in the final, appropriately sits on the top of this table, followed by Barimi Vakatawa, another Fijian, but he's playing for France. Perry Baker, the speedy American, is in 3rd place. Then 2 Canadians, 4th and 5th. Now the photographs that the media will be all over, and these people who will feel tonight they've played a part in the victory under the united banner of blue, as it says in the national anthem, for Fiji. Winners yet again in Hong Kong, and what a glorious time it is for them. Such dignified and friendly and lovely people. And Savanatha Ravatha, he might not have been able to play the final, but he's in charge of the fizz that goes with the winners. And there it is, a massive celebration of a very fine victory indeed, once again for Fiji. Top of the table, 3 events to go before the tournament wraps up, and these teams head to the Summer Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. What a thrilling event this one has been yet again in Hong Kong. The tournament will be on for you to enjoy next week in Singapore. Until then, from Hong Kong, good night.